Hello everyone, welcome to our channel The Legal Amigos. So here we are starting with our legal series of the Indian Constitution. Now starting with the part 1 of the Indian Constitution, which deals with Article 1 to 4. Now Article 1 to 4 talks about the Union and its territories. Now Article 1 talks about name and the territory of Union. It says that India, that is Bharat, shall be a union of states, which means the India is a union of states. India is not a federal country, whereas India is a country where state also has some powers along with the center, and center has the superior power. Now moving on to the Article 2. Article 2 talks about admission and establishment of new states. Now, this talks about, as we have seen, that article talks about name and territory. So, territory includes various things. First is the territory of state, second is the territory of union, and third is some other territories which are acquired. Now, what does acquire means? So, acquire is something which our country acquire from other. Like if we acquire some other country. So the procedure of acquirement and the territory and the name of that particular country is dealt in the Article 2 and Article 3. So Article 2 talks about admission or establishment of new states. Now, for example, if India acquires Nepal, so Nepal is not does not come under the jurisdiction of India, whereas Nepal is some other country. So if we acquire Nepal, our center, our government has whole sole right to change its name and decides its territory. So this is what we call admission or establishment of states, where this our government, the state, has whole sole power to change the name and decide the territory of that country or the state. Now here we have one case law, which is Magan Bhai Ishwar Bhai Patel versus Union of India. In this case, the place which is known as Run of Kutch lies between two mainland, the mainland of Sindh and the mainland of Kutch. So there arose some conflict between the government of India and the government of Pakistan, and they came into an agreement that they came into an agreement that half of the territory will be Indian and half of the territory will be of Pakistan. Now, the petitioner who claimed infringement of fundamental rights guaranteed under Article 19 of the Constitution moved to the Supreme Court. Then the court held that both the territories are part of India and always been so from the establishment of two dominions. So basically, in this case law, what was held that for for the establishment of any country or to change the name or territory of any country, the constitutional amendment is not necessary, which we'll study in Article 4. In our upcoming video, in the Article 4, we'll study about the constitutional amendment or how these changes happen in a particular country or a particular state. Now, Article 3. Article 3 talks about formation of new states and alteration of areas, boundaries, or names of existing states. Now, if you ask me that what is the difference between Article 2 and Article 3? So, Article 2 talks about the alteration of name or the admission of new territories, whereas Article 3 talks about the same thing, but it changes the name or the territory of the existing states. For example, if we talk about Allahabad, so Allahabad is now known as Prayagraj, but it was already an existing state, right? In India, Prayagraj was an existing state. We have not acquired that state, that was already our. So now we have changed the name of Allahabad to Prayagraj. So that comes under Article 3 because that was an existing state. Now, moving on to Article 4. So, Article 4 talks about like if we want to make any changes in Article 2 or Article 3, not basically in Article 2 or Article 3, it tells us how Article 2 or Article 3 works, how this amendment process takes place, this changing name or changing the territory, How this basically takes place? So this takes place, it does not take place through any constitutional amendment basically, because in any constitutional amendment, two-thirds of the present and voting is necessary to pass any bill from Rajya Sabha and again then from Lok Sabha. Now, and if we wanted to make any changes within the union in its territory, then we simply goes for a simple majority where only where the present and voting happens, and is half of the majority, more than half of the majority says yes to that amendment, then that thing becomes an amendment. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching our video. For in the next upcoming video, we'll be dealing with the citizenship, fundamental rights, DPSPs. Stay tuned. Thank you so much.